He is not, as you can tell, he's not the biggest fan, so he's got to get used to this. As you guys know, Emmett has some real tight hamstrings, and we've been stretching him out, doing our thing, you know. But like, that's fine and dandy and everything, but his physical therapist actually had these braces, and it's just something that's gonna make it a little bit easier to stretch him so that we don't have to constantly be pressing his knees down on the floor like you've seen in the past. So these are just gonna straighten out his legs, and it's just gonna be, I was looking for a way to implement this into his routine that I already have with him, and I'm just gonna do like 15 minutes or a little more every day before he goes in the stander. So we'll stretch out the hamstrings, stretch his legs with these. These are the straps, and you'll see how I put them on in a second. And yeah, just basically stretching his hamstrings out just to avoid any type of injury in the future, or to keep him, I mean, just in general, just keep him loose, because a kid his age should not have this tight of hamstrings. I mean, it's hard for him to sit straight, and that's not normal for a kid his age. So that's what we're trying to reverse, get him back to being very nice and loose and flexible, and that'll also help avoid cramping and whatnot, because kids don't need to be cramping at this age. But I gotta change the diaper real quick, and the pants have to stay off. Then I'll put the braces on, and we'll do our stretches. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. All these lines that you see, there's actually a steel rod that is inside to basically make his legs go straight. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I thought they would be like plastic or something in there just to try to keep it straight, but no, steel will do the trick. He is not, as you can tell, he's not the biggest fan, so he's got to get used to this. Is this silly? Fall. Just like that. Now what I'm gonna do is sit him up straight, just like that, so that if his back is straight, obviously he's gonna get more of a stretch in the hamstrings, and I'll just do this for about 15 minutes, and that's what we're gonna do. Turn his legs every so often just to straighten him out even more. So as you've seen at the beginning of the video, it's not going to affect his routine very much, but it's just something I have to add in, which is not a big deal, but it's one more thing. I mean, you see how much stuff we have, and that's just a little bit of it. That's not considering the oral feeds that I do with him and all the other stuff that I have to do. But just moving forward, this is just something that we're going to have to implement just because he's getting tighter, and we got to counter that some way, somehow, so that's what we're doing. And yeah, just another thing, but kind of cool that makes it a little bit easier to stretch. We can just slap those on, sit for a little bit, and then go in the stander and go about our usual day, which is what we're gonna do. He still has him on. I put him in his chair just because the chair has a footrest. I can sit him there for a little bit longer, just for a little bit more, a little bit extra stretch, and then we're gonna put his AFOs on and his shoes on and put him in the stander and just go about a regular day. But that's the update for this week on Emmett. Hope you enjoy the video. Back to the regular, normal, scheduled programming. Hope you enjoy. £30 gets heavier and heavier every day, I swear. See you next week.